Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. And I got something nice just for you today. Good life lesson. Let's do it. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here too. Wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And always to my yacht, be true. Again, life lesson. What I'm seeing is what happened to teaching consequences for your actions. So right thinkers, let's talk about consequences, aka the results of your actions. Taking responsibility. But consequences, like karma, up to you. Like the blessings. You can either earn a blessing or you can get a visit from karma. Your choice. That's why God put my yacht there for that purpose, so that we all have a choice. Remember, in life, every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Science has proven it's God's law. You put good in, you get good out. You do bad, bad things gonna happen. Simple as that. Y'all call it karma. We call it Mishkanet, the mighty one. But the Egyptian concepts was melted down. Everybody got a view. So we call it karma now because it's the most popular known. Life, again, I think I'm a good teacher. Do my best job. But life is the best teacher. Why? Experience will teach you what you need to know. I can just instruct you and give you my experiences, but once you have it for yourself, now you know. Life will prove that what? Fact for you every time. Not sometime, not most time, every time. If you do this, if you do it, whatever you do, your action, your IRE, that's putting in some work. You reaping. You're doing something. And something gonna come from that. Visit from karma, or there's a blessing. I prefer the blessing. He got a lot of knocks. We teach our young and we learn while we're young the law of nature. God, you do right, you will be rewarded. We teach our kids they do good things, we reward them, we give them what they want. What do we do when they do the wrong thing, when they go against what we told them to do? We punish them. When you start early, they get to understand early. You can't try to discipline a 5-6-year-old kid. At 2, they can know right from wrong. Why? Because they know what they're doing at that point. Why? They done watched and seen enough. But for the first 7 years, again, your child is under search. Just whatever's going on. You set the environment for the child. Understand that, parents. When you have a child in your house, in that crib or newborn, and you are going through drama with your husband, your friends, that child experiences it too. Just like when she's inside you, she take on your everything that's going on with you, going on with them. Women understand that. We teach our young the laws of right from wrong, and we instrument it. We show them so they know. So now, the same holds true for what? Wrong or bad actions. You will be punished when I broke curfew, my mother didn't give a damn what I did. Well, didn't care. You wasn't here when you supposed to. You had to pay for that. I learned them lessons in life. When I got caught doing what I was doing, they sat me down 3 years. My mother prepared me for that, unbeknownst to me. But yeah, it taught a lesson. What? You're responsible for your actions, no matter what. Okay. Maya is the principle of duality. Male, female, yin, yang, light, dark, up, down, black, white. You got to have two things. And they got to be opposite, but weigh the same thing. That's balance. That's what the whole world is based on. And my student asked me, why we see everything in duality? Because that's what we are. We're human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. The body is human. The spirit is of God. That's the concept. That's just an understanding. Ain't a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. Moving on to philosophy. Let's deal with cause and effect. This is a law that man didn't make. He got to buy by. Watch this. Why? It's natural. And anything natural is God. God set Maya in place. Once he came out of the noon to tell you the story, the first thing he did was, in chaos, he needed order. Let there be light. We're going to take care of this and keep it balanced. That's why the world is based on Maya philosophically. And we are giving life. The spirit is a gift from God. What you do with that gift, your life, is your choice. And that's the part about being human. You can continue to be human, enjoy life here, and do the things, get rich, make money, have pleasures of flesh, all that good stuff. But when this life is over, you're going to go get another one and do it again. Until what? You figure out that that's not what you're here for. You're here to know thyself so you can go back where you come from. Heaven, y'all call it, whatever. But we got a philosophy. That's what it's about. Living righteous here in this life. Get you to the afterlife. Knowledge, and we are not born with it, have to be learned and then lived by. And that's how you live righteous. With knowledge and understanding. And when you experience for yourself, if I do this, that'll happen. I started 11 years ago. It haven't failed yet. If you're ignorant, meaning lack of knowledge, just means you don't know. That's okay. And we all born into this world ignorant. So don't take it personal. Ignorant just means not knowing. That's why knowledge is important. Knowing thyself is important. If you're ignorant of yourself, you're going to go on your ego self, and that's not good. Not knowing thyself is not a good thing. But guess what? We're born in this world not knowing ourselves, so the goal is to what? See where I'm going with this? Hope you can follow along. Real simple. Know thyself. Got no lesson coming up for you too anyway, about knowledge. If you're ignorant, and at one point in time we all are, understand that. If you're ignorant, and a lot of us are, okay, you're going to cause fetters. Meaning you're going to do things that you thought or didn't know, and you're going to have to pay the consequences for that action. Again, when you do something wrong, and you got to pay for it, the consequences, the answer for consequence, well, I didn't know, but I thought. Okay, oh, that's fine, but you still got to pay. Garden of Eden, they didn't know, they still got punished, didn't they? Okay, so, oh, that's forgiveness. No, forgiveness is fine, but you got to still deal with the punishment. We can forgive after the punishment is served. Simple. You reap, again, another law that man didn't make. You reap what you sow. Again, is another law from God. We call it karma, Mishconnect. It means that for every action, they call it I-re, you're going to have a reaction. Okay? Destiny. That action is going to set something else off. Why? It's got to be counterpart. Got to be balanced. Okay, you do this, this is going to happen. Cause and effect. Again, we're back to it. And reaping what you sow is that concept. With self-knowledge, knowing thyself, now what? You can become God. Once you know who you are, that's how you do it. And by living right and doing godly things, the right thing. Selfish service, helping others, treating people the way you want to be treated. All those are just the blueprint for how to live. Simple. Everybody got the same right. Godly things are what? Doing the right thing. When? All the time. Okay? What it says? The right thing. Or for selfless service. Again, that's godly. When I do something for somebody, I don't expect nothing from them. That's godly. I know that. That's why I do it. When I'm doing this, I don't expect nothing from you. Appreciate the view, comments, all that's fine, but I'm doing it for you. So that's what I'm saying. It's a godly thing to do from my aspect. I know doing godly, aka good work, in my daily life, not yesterday, not last week, not 5 years ago. I'm still doing it, the same thing. Okay? And guess what? I'm blessed for just that. Go figure. So I'm trying to explain to you, it ain't about a whole bunch of stuff. It's just about what you do. And if you don't think it's a difference between what? Doing right or doing wrong, living spiritually or living egotistically, you are so wrong, because that's the difference. Good and bad. When God sent Hathor out in Linus form, he just told her to get the what? The unrighteous, the ones who didn't worship and praise me, death to them. And what that was saying is, if you don't know God, you're going to die. Simple. Your body's going to die, but you're going to die consciously. Now, why? You don't know who you are. So you got to be done with it. Recycle, reincarnated. That was the philosophy of, that's why they told you, know thyself. Why? Because you don't, you'll be back eventually. So again, if you don't do what's right, how can you get something for doing what's wrong? You're going to get what you deserve. That's karma. And every time you do what's right, you get blessed. Man don't control that. Okay, watch this. Do bad, wrong things for a day. Just do what, while out, do whatever you want to do. Pretty much that's certain people's norm. So, and then, now you're going to do something different. What? You're going to do the right thing all day. Practice Maya philosophy for one day and see if the difference or the returns on what your action was for wrong compared to Maya. Trust me, there's a difference, and you can put it to the test. Life, again, is the best teaching experience. Life will teach you about consequences one way or another. You're going to be responsible for whatever you do. And that's the whole point about self-mastery. You got to control that. A lot of us can't. That thing between their legs, a lot of them can't control that. And that's going to cause a lot of consequences. But because you caused it, they're called fetters. Consequences. We need to teach our young. And it can't be avoided in life. And again, in my John Henry Clark, no exceptions. Just make your actions what? Blessworthy. The right thing. That's all you gotta do. Worry about what somebody else doing and not doing. Don't get you a blessing or don't get you a visit from karma. Okay? If your good works, if you do good work, trust me, it ain't about what somebody see, what they know. It's about who you serve, and think of the work that you put in there will be what your life blessings for you. Only you know what the blessing, what you need, because he knows what's in your heart. He knows what you need. And when he blesses you, that's what he gives you, what you need. Why do you think people pray? Why do you think people worship? Because if they do certain things are going to happen. That's a fact. And man don't control that. If you can get a congregation of people to follow your concepts and your views, and they better themselves, that's what they call Reverend Ike back in the day. What? The prosperous preacher. Why? Everybody who follows his philosophy bettered themselves. That's what teaching and preaching is supposed to do for those who follow said teachings or preachings. If you're not advancing, if you're not bettering yourself with a philosophy or religion that you practice, why are you practicing it? I'm just saying. Okay. If you choose, again, to do you, aka sometimes it's the wrong thing, and you will what? You get a visit from old girl. Why? You didn't do the right thing. Okay, you did what you wanted to do, and every time you do that, there's a return that comes with that. But what's this? Blessings are earned how? When you do what? The right thing. You do good deeds. You do what's right when all the time. You don't make it personal. You dispatch, take the passion out. You dispassion, teach about that. Detachment. I don't get emotionally involved in what I do. Why? That takes away what I'm doing. I don't need to be emotional. I don't need to have, no, just teach. That's my point. And in life, you should just live. That's what my teacher tells me, Sadi Guru. But in the same way, watch this. You earn the visit from karma daily. Just Flip what you was doing that got the visit from karma, and that will get you blessings from God. How about that? Philosophically, I'm just saying. If something's not working, do something else. Don't keep doing what's not working. And when something is working, that's what you keep doing. Make sense? It's not brain surgery. You ain't got to be a genius to listen, to follow my philosophical points of view. Why? I make it real simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's why. I tried. Watch this. Again, in life, understand this. Experience is still the best teacher of life lessons because what? It's called consequences of your actions. You know, if you do this, that happened. If I do this, that's what, yeah. In the same token, it just don't mean good. When you do bad, you're going to get bad back. That's the concept. And don't misunderstand or misinterpret. I'm just going to be blessed. No, it's all the time. You have to stay focused, maintain, because why? He's always watching, even when you're behind closed doors or what you think is in private. I'm in my lab doing whatever I do. If you had a camera here, I ain't a problem with that. Why? What I'm doing ain't wrong or illegal. It's moving on. That's what I'm saying. Transparency. Moving. When you're doing the right thing, it don't matter who's watching. I try to be the best teacher I can in life lessons. I do them daily, but I can only be the best. Why? I can't be the best. Why? Because experience is the best teacher. I take a backseat to experience every time, be it good or bad. Don't make a difference to me. I try to give you instructions, but experience will give you the consequences. Okay? We can be taught anything. Right? Yeah, we're born blank. Okay? But the true lessons in life are learned. And when they're lived by and manifest, that's your truth. I have a lot of knowledge. Excuse me. I got a lot of knowledge, about what? A lot of things, because I study and I pay attention, so I acquire knowledge. But my experience in life trumps all of them every time. My knowledge I got that I acquired, when experience happened, it supersedes the knowledge. It just proves it and plays it out for me, so now I actually know. That's the difference. And if you haven't experienced God for yourself, you really don't know God for yourself. You can believe and think and all that other stuff, but until you have your own experience, and we all, something in your life should have woke you up or had you experience. Who was that? God. That but God moment, when you had that for yourself, that's enlightenment. For every individual, it's going to be different. It's going to come at a different point in time. But that's what it is. Moving on. And we're here to do just what? Become enlightened. Know thyself. Wrapping it up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you got the lesson. I thought it was important. Wrapping it up. God has to be experienced. Simple as that. We can preach it. We can teach it. We can share the blessings. But for every individual, they got to know God for themselves. That's my goal, to get you there for yourself. Not for me, but for yourself. Again, I do what I do for you. And God has to be experienced by you to what? For you to totally know who? Thyself. The God that's in you. That's the key. It's a play on words. I hope you get to understand it. AKA, thyself is God, and that's you in one. So you and God are one. Everything comes from the one. That's the lesson. Hope you appreciate it. And in closing, right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100. Me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you who suffer consequences have passed away. I'm out.